E3 2017 was all about the gameplay. As the first year to see the event be open to the public, developers did not want to fail to impress. Here's some of the best reveals from the show. Kicking off the list is a new title in the Dishonored series, Dishonored: Death of the Outsider. This new entry into the Dishonored series will be a standalone expansion and sequel to Dishonored 2. And for those who also own Dishonored 2, the new sequel will have an original Game Plus mode allowing you to use all your abilities from Dishonored 2. While a proper sequel would have landed the game higher on the list, it was still cool enough to earn it the number 10 spot. Coming in at number 9 is this impressive looking new gem from Ubisoft, Skull and Bones. Skull and Bones is a multiplayer action game which revolves around a theme of piracy and naval warfare. Based on the naval battles in Assassin's Creed Black Flag and the player autonomy of Ghost Recon Phantoms, Skull and Bones will put you in the role of a customizable pirate captain and have you sailing the Indian Ocean with up to 5 other players to take on other teams in epic battles and treasure hunts. Skull and Bones looks like a jolly good time I can't wait to have. At number 8, we have The Evil Within 2, the insane-looking sequel to the twisted first game from Tango Gameworks. Looking even scarier than the original, The Evil Within 2 will have you taking control of Sebastian once again as he travels back into the nightmare. The game has stellar-looking graphics, improving on the already impressive-looking first title for a new level of horrifying realism. The Evil Within 2 looks like a gruesome and disturbing new chapter into the series that will f*** with your head just as much as the original. And at number 7, we have the return of the action-packed racing series Need for Speed, with the third title in the series from developer Ghost Games, Need for Speed Payback. Need for Speed Payback will have you taking control of a crew looking to take down a large cartel, known as the House, in a typical Fast and Furious style plot. Thankfully, Payback won't be including the cringy FMV sequences of the 2015 Need for Speed, and will also have offline single-player play this time around. The Burnout-style crash and action sequences give the series a whole new cinematic feel to the gameplay that just looks awesome. At number 6, we have the latest entry into the Assassin's Creed series, Assassin's Creed Origins. With a recent history of hit-and-miss titles, it's always good to see an Assassin's Creed game that looks like it's going to get it right. Origins will take the series' stellar visuals and fun, free-running gameplay to ancient Egypt with a few new mechanics such as a new reaction-based combat system. Origins looks beautiful, especially with the new Eagle Eye view, which allows you to overview and surveil the lands, giving some excellent eye candy. So far, Assassin's Creed Origins is looking like a great new entry into the series. And at number 5, A Way Out is a new action-adventure game from new developer Hazelight Studios, which is comprised of members of the team from the critically acclaimed Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons. A Way Out came out of nowhere and nearly stole the show with its well-done aesthetic and an interesting-looking story with great voice acting. The multiplayer co-op mechanic of the game looks interesting and will hopefully be more fun than frustrating. Either way, the reveal of A Way Out got everybody talking and earned it the number 5 spot on the list. At number 4, Bethesda went all out this year with their over-the-top, awesome reveal of the next entry into their Wolfenstein revival series, Wolfenstein 2: The New Colossus. The new game will see B.J. Blazkowicz return once again to take up arms against the rising Nazi regime in the Second American Revolution. Bethesda's well-crafted and highly detailed world looks great, but the real highlight was the excellent voice acting and compelling story elements shown, with some returning faces and some awesome-looking new ones. Personally, I can't wait to play Wolfenstein 2: The New Colossus. And at number 3, Beyond Good and Evil 2 is a game that is long overdue. Originally revealed in 2007 as a sequel to the first Beyond Good and Evil, the game has since abandoned the original concept and is now making it an open-world prequel. With a much larger scope in mind, Ansel and team had to craft a powerful engine and is creating a large in-game universe. I would have thrown this one even higher on the list, but with so little in-game footage shown, as the game is still in early development, it landed the number 3 spot on the list. The Metro series has always delivered quality games that have beautifully grotesque graphics, dark themes, and tense atmospheres. Well, taking the number 2 spot on the list, it looks like 4A Games is not disappointing with their latest entry into the series, Metro Exodus. This third installment has some stellar-looking detailed graphics, and they are as grotesque as ever. And while this may look like a pre-rendered trailer, this is indeed an in-engine gameplay demo. Metro Exodus looks like it will be full of fast-paced action, with enemies that don't f*** around. This killer-looking title almost took the number 1 spot. And while there were a lot of epic reveals this year, they couldn't all make the list. So here are some of the other titles that nearly made me fall out of my seat.
Boom, 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 boom.
Target a fucking quad.
Boom, 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 boom.
You lie to my face. Cards on the table. I need your help. And if you want the tusk, you need mine. Because the limpet can't change his spots. You know nothing about me.
We all started as one team. We all wanted to be superheroes for the same reason. You're a traitor, Tweak, and now you're with a group of super traitors.
This was started by you.
We aren't the ones who walked out of the fucking franchise, Mysterion! Why would the Frida Pals help us? We send a spy.
And finally, at number 1 is the totally new IP from BioWare, Anthem. Now this game took everyone by surprise, delivering arguably the absolute best graphics seen in the show, an immersive and compelling world, and gameplay that looks sick. The gameplay will combine shooting combat mechanics with an action dungeon RPG progression system, looking like a cyberpunk sci-fi setting where you explore a beautiful James Cameron Avatar-esque planet in an Iron Man-style power suit online with your friends. This game has me throwing my money at the screen as hard as I can. Just about everything about the Anthem reveal, other than the terrible scripted voice chat in the trailer.
Been in there yet?
I haven't. We should do that later with Kim.
Yeah, you could use the XP.
Makes me want to play this game immediately, and earns itself the number 1 spot on the list.
Try out some new upgrades.
So what do you think of these choices? Let me know in the comments below what your favorite reveals were at this year's E3, or if you were just too upset at the lack of Final Fantasy VII, Red Dead Redemption 2, and Halo. Give a thumbs up if you liked the video, and become a member of the fam by subscribing and turning on the notification bell. Follow on Twitter at the VGFam, and if you'd like to help support the channel, you can find me on Patreon at patreon.com/VGFam. Bringing you the gaming news you need to know. This is VG Fam.
Damn, looking good.